Friends, I'm so glad that you could tune in to watch this here today. I'm very excited. This coming Sunday at Christ Church, we have a very special event that we are hosting at Christ Church. We are calling it our inaugural missions dinner. This is an opportunity for us as a church to step back and to think about what it is that God might have for us in this city as we go about showing and proclaiming His love to others. And so we have our missions dinner this coming Sunday, June 4th. And really this dinner is a culmination of this year-long study that we have been doing in the New Testament book of Acts. Because one of the things that the book of Acts has really done for us is it's reminded us that we are to have an outward focus in our ministry and our mission. And so in our individual lives and in our life as a church, if we're going to be faithful to what God has called us to, we are to have an outward focus, engaging with others and bringing the gospel to bear upon others. And so what we're going to do this coming Sunday in the evening as we gather for this dinner is we are going to think about that very topic. What does it mean for us to have an outward focus, not just globally? We want to think globally, but this coming Sunday we're going to very specifically think about what does that mean for us right here in New York City. And one of the things I want to communicate to you here now is that really at the heart of our understanding of what it means for us to have an outward focus as a church is that we are called to mercy and missions. That's what those of us in the Christ Church leadership refer to it. We call it mercy and missions. What we mean by mercy is that we are to be engaged in showing practical acts of love and compassion and mercy to the poor and the marginalized here in New York City. And so we understand that we are called to demonstrate that kind of very practical love to those who are in need. But we also understand that there is a missional aspect to that, and there's specifically a gospel missional aspect to that. And it is our strong conviction, it is my strong conviction that without the reconciling gospel of Jesus, without the good news that Jesus' life, death, and resurrection has reconciled God to us and us to God, then those practical acts of mercy, while they're good, they're not enough. Again, it is my strong conviction that a full belly without the reconciling gospel really isn't good news and really isn't loving to others. And so when we think about missions, we want to think both about mercy and we want to think about that gospel proclamation, and both are absolutely necessary as we cultivate this outward focus in our life and ministry here at Christ Church and here in New York City. And so, sometimes people ask, well, why does this need to be our focus? Why do we have to be so outward minded? And my simple answer to that question is because Jesus was. Jesus is our example in this way. He is what I call, He is both our model and He is our means. He is the model that we are to follow, and He is the means by which we are able to follow His model. And what is Jesus' model? Well, He said it. He said, I came not to be served, but to serve and to give my life as a ransom for many. And then He showed what that looked like on the night before His death, on the eve of His crucifixion. He got down on His hands and His knees and He washed the feet of His disciples in order to serve them and love them. And so Jesus is our model, and He is the means by which we are able to follow His very example. And so that's why we do it, and that's why we are engaged in this outward focus. So I hope you can join us on Sunday. If you can't join us on Sunday, I hope you'll be praying for us and be thinking about these issues. And friends, as you go about mission here in New York City this week, I pray that you'll think about these two things. What are some ways that you can more faithfully and effectively communicate the good news of this reconciling gospel to others? And what are some ways that you can show very practical acts of mercy and compassion to those who are in need, while at the same time being sure that you are doing it in the name of Jesus Christ, so that you can point people ultimately to the gospel of Jesus? So I hope you'll think about those things this week, and I'm praying for you as you are on mission in this city, and I look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Blessings.